President Donald Trump and President Zelenskyy meeting in the Oval Office, along with their cabinet member and delegation, started off very well, cordial. They were both cordial, but a few minutes into their discussion, it rather turned contentious between the two leaders. When President Donald Trump mentioned that, when President Zelenskyy said regarding President Putin that it cannot be trusted, and President Donald Trump said President Zelenskyy needs to accept the deal, and there was a shouting back and forth between the two leaders in front of the press. Everyone in the room were very, very quiet. The Vice President J.D. Vance, who also was in the room, stepped in and said President Zelenskyy should accept the deal. So right now, they're still meeting in the Oval Office. The press has left the room, and the leaders and their delegation are meeting right now. We are supposed to have a joint press conference where the signing of the agreement, as we've reported, the President Zelenskyy is here today to sign an agreement with the U.S. that will provide critical minerals like the raw earths that the U.S. need. Is President Donald Trump is using it as sort of a collateral that regarding the 3 years, the financial as well as the military assistance that the U.S. has provided over the last 3 years. So with this deal, President Donald Trump feels that the U.S. will be able to recoup back some of the money, the finances that the U.S. has provided to Ukraine. Again, the two leaders are meeting in the Oval Office right now, but given what transpired, the arguments in front of the press between the two leaders, the deal right now and the signing of the agreement and the joint press conference is not something that we know whether it will take place. So, but we will be bringing you more updates. As you guys will know that yesterday, the Prime Minister of UK was at the White House, as well as the France president, who was here earlier this week. So this meeting today was supposed to wrap up what the Trump administration has been doing regarding trying to find a peaceful deal between Russia and Ukraine to end the war. In fact, when the meeting in the Oval Office started, President Zelenskyy brought pictures that he was showing to President Donald Trump, and those pictures were very, very grim, and he said he did not want to bring pictures of young children that have been impacted. As I told you guys, we will be bringing the interview that we did with some of the Ukrainian in the diaspora, in the U.S. diaspora, that came to around the White House today and to lend his support to the president of Ukraine, and also to have their voice heard on what they would like the U.S. to do on the outcome that they would like to see from this agreement. Some of the people that I spoke with, two women today, one older woman as well, that said, our family that live in Kyiv have been impacted. Another one, the other one told me that for over a year now, she have not heard from our brother who is in Ukraine, and the family is very, very worried. So this, what is going on, as we all know, around the world is not, aside from the geopolitical issue, many innocent people, including young children, have died. We remember we reported when one of the children hospital in Ukraine was bombed by Russia, and leaving many children that were getting life-saving treatment dead in that bombing. So our full report after the joint press conference, if there's one, but at the end of the day, you will get our full report as well as the interview from earlier this morning with those people that give voice to a lot of the Ukrainian in Ukraine as well as in the diaspora that do not have voice. So again, right now the two leaders, President Zelenskyy along with his delegation, and President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and the cabinet member along with, as well as the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, they are all present in the Oval Office talking to find a deal, a peaceful agreement that will work for both. Right now, we are outside of the West Wing, and President Zelenskyy and his delegation, they are coming out of the Oval Office. That meeting after the argument, contentious argument between the two leaders have ended. So the joint conference as well as the signing of the agreement will not take place. So
can you hear anything, Mark?
Mark. Thank you. Mark, much was learned that could never be understood without
This is not what was expected to happen when the meeting started earlier, when the event started today. This is what they have been preparing for the last 3 weeks now. You guys.
Much was learned that could never be understood without conversation under such fire and pressure. It's amazing what comes out of emotion, and I've been told that President Zelenskyy is not yet ready for peace if America is involved, because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations. I don't want advantage, I want peace. He disrespected the United States of America in its cherished global office. Come back when he is ready for peace. So a massive statement there from Donald Trump on Truth Social. I'm going to read that section to you again. He says, much was learned that could never be understood without conversation under such fire and pressure. It's amazing what comes out through emotion, and I'm determined that President Zelenskyy is not yet ready for peace if America is involved, because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations. I don't want advantage, I want peace. He disrespected the United States of America in its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he is ready for peace. So a massive statement there from Donald Trump. You can see the Chevrolet Suburban in the middle of the doors at the West Wing here. Secret Service are moving everybody out of the driveway, and we are preparing now for the departure of Volodymyr Zelenskyy. This working lunch clearly interrupted this day of events that was supposed to culminate in a press conference where this peace deal, this negotiation for minerals, which would be the backdrop for this peace deal in Ukraine, now no longer happening.
And so, right there you can see a member of the press that, because we were preparing earlier on to go into the East Room for the joint press conference. There were the press right now, everything has been cancelled, given the unfolding situation after the disagreement between President Zelenskyy and President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump already posted on his Truth Social a statement on why the deal that was supposed to be signed today will not take place. In that statement, he said that it does not feel that the president of Ukraine is ready for a deal, a peaceful agreement. So again, this is unfolding. This was not how think we expected the day to go. The whole world is watching this event as it unfolded. Many people are counting that there will have been an agreement between them, and as they work to try with Russia.
White House, the Ukrainian president has just pulled up the West Wing. You can see it behind me there. And
So
he is
right
expected
now
to
you can
leave
see
shortly.
we're
And you
outside
can
of
see
the
from the President Trump's post statement a few moments ago that the falling out appears to be devastating in terms of how the day was supposed to go. The scene is set in the East Room of the White House. We were queuing up ready to go into the East Room for what was due to be a signing ceremony. The tables were there, pens were on the tables, everything was ready for it to be signed, the deal to be signed, and a news conference was due to follow that. But after the scenes that we played you a few moments ago, which happened around about 40 minutes ago, everything appears to have fallen apart.
Can you hear me?
Really waiting to open the door of the limousine and into that we expect
This is truly an historic moment here. In all my time of covering the White House, I don't think there has never been any event like this where just shouting out and abruptly the deal, an agreement that should have been made were cancelled. So this is truly an historic moment unfolding right in front of us as well as in front of the whole world. Again,
Yeah, I know, I can see it.
so guys, you can see we have gathered here.
They're going.
Right now, President Zelenskyy is getting in his car, and again, I guess that's the end of the meeting today.
If there's ever a doubt that things could be salvaged at the last minute, it definitely can't be. You can see now the Ukrainian delegation, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, leaving the White House through the West Wing entrance. It's a sad end to a very busy and stressful and crazy week here at the White House. Really, we had two leaders trying to lay the groundwork.
You can see the
Ukrainian delegation leaving the White House, heading to the White House as they want to leave, along with U.S. hosts, and they will be followed by Zelenskyy and this, and then leave the grounds of the White House. Now, Zelenskyy, of course, was meant to be now.
I mean, this is truly unexpected. After weeks of working on a deal, engaging other leaders from the Middle East as well as European. Now we can see movement that the car is now leaving and leaving the White House ground, and you can see the front. They are now leaving. Mr. President, when will you be back? You can see right there, President Zelenskyy is on the phone as they leave. You can see we're all
to the hotel. Notably, Zelenskyy is not staying in
and getting out of the White House gate.
Okay,
Okay, so we will be bringing you, I will be bringing you more full report right now. So that's the end of that event.
The White House after that very intense
Truly
back and forth,
an historic moment. I'm going to have someone here that I might You guys might recognize him. He's the former press secretary of President Donald Trump during his first term. He's here at the White House as well, Sean. Sean? Is also, let's see if we can get a comment from him as the
Good, how are you? How are you? You can always call the office.
Can I get a comment reaction? What your reaction to this event? I mean, you were previously President Trump press secretary.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything like this?
No, I can't. I've sort of, never seen a foreign leader try to lecture us. So it's unfortunate.
Thank you very much. Well, this is truly an historic, if I say an historic moment, that's an understatement. It is what the heck just happened. President Zelenskyy, as you guys can see, just departed the White House without signing the agreement. He traveled from Ukraine to the U.S. To sign this important agreement that many people, European leaders as well as other leaders, consider key to finding a pathway to resolution regarding the war in Ukraine. But he left after a tense moment in the Oval Office. Shortly, the meeting just started off warmly after exchanging pleasantry between the two leaders, quickly turned into a back and forth argument. Like on social media, President Donald Trump posted shortly after a remark on his true social regarding the events, and in that remark, the U.S. president said, I'm trying to pull up I don't have it here, but a lot of members of the U.S. Congress, including the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, have posted online. They said this afternoon, outrageous display of photos and VP are disgraceful and downright un-American. Once again, they have sided with murderous talk, putting over our democratic alliance, Ukraine. I stand with Zelenskyy and Ukraine noble fight. Of course, this is from Senator Charlene. Another comment from Senator Chris Van Olin of Maryland. He said what we saw in the Oval Office today was beyond disgraceful. Trump and Vance raising Zelenskyy, putting on a show of lies and misinformation that will make Putin blush. It's an embarrassment for America and a betrayal of our allies. There is a lot of remarks, a lot of comment that they are posting. I'm pretty sure that Republican senator as well as representative also will be posting remarks. It has been truly an eventful day. Again, today was supposed to be a cap-off of what has been a busy week with European leaders, starting with the President of France, President Macron visit on Monday, and then the UK Prime Minister that was here yesterday for a meeting with President Donald Trump. Of course, this meeting now, in a way, sort of put the U.S. With what will happen with NATO. We know that President Donald Trump have been calling regarding when it comes to NATO that they need to increase their spending. But right now, with everything that happened today, there is a lot in question. We already saw the U.S. President Donald Trump pull the U.S. out of several organizations, including the G20, that event that taking place this week with the foreign ministers of the G20 alliance, as well as the central bank leaders and Treasury. None of the U.S. cabinet member are participating in that event. So he also put the U.S. out of the World Health Organization. So we don't know what after this, except for the statement that he released that we reported on earlier, saying that he does not believe that President Zelenskyy is ready for peace. And when he's ready, he can come back to sign an agreement. It is just unbelievable. In all my years of covering the White House, of being in journalism, I don't think I've seen anything like this take place. So this is truly a stunning moment in the world history, as well as the geopolitics. So how this will shift the paradigm of what is going on, the geopolitics in the world, is left to be said. But I know this event today have gotten a lot of people's attention, and it has put Europe leaders and alliance and other U.S. alliance on notice, because whether U.S. can be trusted is now in question. Again, I will be bringing you more updates. As you guys can tell, there will be no more joint press conference, and we will be here at the White House waiting for any other developments or any other statement from President Donald Trump. He's expected to depart the White House later on today, this evening, traveling to Florida. So whether he will still be traveling or he will postpone that event, we will bring you any information as they develop.